Hi, it's Cindy J from Green Bay with yet again another Walmart haul for you. What is supposed to be a bit of a smaller haul. Really, can anybody walk into Walmart and spend less than $100? What I have here is $155.87. So $155.87. And I really didn't need a whole lot of stuff, or so I thought. The one thing that I had to go find was this 3 a.m. melatonin sleep aid that Jay really likes. And of course, this was the one thing that I couldn't find at Walmart. I even stopped at Walgreens and looked for it. So my next task is to go on a detective mission for the one thing that I left for. But $155 later at Walmart, I saw this really neat recipe online. If you've ever heard of Dylan Hollis, and he cooks all of these old recipes, and he did this Reese's peanut butter cup bread from 1982, and it sounded really good, and I decided I wanted to give it a try. So I picked up the ingredients necessary for it, a box of Bisquick, and then 12 of the peanut butter cups. And then you do the peanut butter cups and then a half a stick of butter. I know I've got some butter floating around here somewhere. And then a couple cups of the Bisquick and bake it. And supposedly it makes a Reese's peanut butter bread. So I'm gonna give it a try. I got the smallest box of the Bisquick. One complaint that I must make about Walmart is that you can get so hung up on, okay, the smallest box was $2.50, but for just a little bit more, you get twice as much. But then for just a little bit more than that, you get 3 times as much. And it's like, oh, but I don't need all that. I have 1 or maybe 2 recipes that I want to do, so that can be frustrating about Walmart. They really push that buying in bulk thing, but I just went ahead and got the smaller box of Bisquick, and I'm going to see how this recipe turns out. I must comment on the Reese's, and this is why it goes to show you really have to watch your prices and your per, making sure you're getting your money's worth, right? This here, you get 12 of these snack size cups, and they were $2.37. $2.37 for 12 of them. But then they had a bag of the snack size cup, and if you looked at the servings, it said approximately 14 servings, and that one was $3.97. So $4 essentially, $3.97 for the same thing. Only 2 extra cups is what I'm getting at. 2 extra cups, so you go from $2.37 to almost $4. Almost double for just 2 extra cups, just because it was in the bag instead of this. So gotta watch those prices and what you're getting for it. Make your pennies stretch. I got this the other day, that chocolate chip explosion cake with the cookie dough filling in between, and I have to say it was really good. This was $3.50. It was a total splurge. But it took me over 3 days to eat the slice that I got last time, which is a good thing, because at 860 calories for this bugger, it better take a few days to eat here. So I'm looking forward to digging into that. And of course, you can't enjoy, let's see, such a nice piece of chocolate cake without your milk. So just a half gallon of milk, that is always a staple item. I think that one was under $2. The milk is usually pretty reasonably priced, $1.87 for a half a gallon. So milk is another one that fluctuates. But the eggs, 18 eggs, $4.12 for 18 eggs this week. Holy cow, I think that's a lot. Over $4. So my little Reese's bread recipe calls for 4 eggs, so I wanted to make sure that I had a few extra eggs to go ahead and try that out this afternoon. And then I wanted to try making a nice chicken soup. I attempted it the other day, but I made the mistake of putting the noodles in too early, and they ended up mushy, and it was a mess. The noodles absorbed all the liquid, that it was just a muddled mess. It was terrible. So don't put your noodles in until you're absolutely ready to eat it. But the pictures always make it seem like the noodles look so good. So I don't know. Live and learn. So I'm going to give a shot to making a nice soup, because I still have all that celery and the carrots and potatoes and things like that. And I did pick up an onion and a clove of garlic. That's floating around in here somewhere. Oh, and then I found pine nut hummus. So that's always a treat. That's not always something that's available. I'd have to say pine nut would probably be my favorite flavor of hummus. And then I found plums. Plums, it seems, are just starting to come back into season. It's interesting how, you know, throughout the year, different things come into season at different times. So I just got 2 because, when a fruit first comes into season, it can be hit or miss. So, and they're a little on the expensive side. So I decided to just get the 2 of them. Yeah, $2. So $1 each. Here's $2.50 per pound. So $1 each for these. But you know, hey, fruit is not cheap. Just like this was $3.97 for a pint of blueberries. And then I got some strawberries floating around here somewhere. I always have to get, oh, here's my garlic and my onion for my soup. And here's my strawberries. So this is a nice big container for $6, so this will last me all week long. Strawberries are just such a great thing to pull out and snack on along with the blueberries, and there's so many health benefits, supposedly. I guess I'm not a scientist, I don't know, I'm just going off of what I read, but apparently, you know, antioxidants and stuff. Family size Italian sausage ravioli, in other words, a 1 meal for a size bag of pasta, but always like to have that on hand. This here, I got a little bit of a deal. This I'll have to crack into right away. This Sunshine Trio was on sale for $2.76, and this one was ordinarily $7.47, so saves $4.71. I do like getting the pineapple, but I was going to skip it today since I got the plums, but the price was right, $2.76. There's the pineapple, and then there's some grapes and some apples in there as well, hence the Sunshine Trio. So $2.76, not bad at all for all that pre-cut fresh fruit. So I'm gonna dig into that right away as well and snack on that this afternoon here while I work on that soup and that peanut butter bread. And then another thing of cotton candy for me, since I enjoyed my last one so much it's almost gone. And then a box of macaroni and cheese, a couple of them I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there's another one. And then the Cheeto one, since I used up the ones that I had on hand last night, I figured I might as well get those replaced right away, since that's a flavor I like personally. And then these are for Jay. I always like to make sure that they stay stocked in his medicine pantry or whatever in the bedroom. But yeah, it just gets me that the one thing that I really needed, these 3 a.m. melatonins. And then no trip to the store is complete without getting things for my fluffy buddy. So the requisite cat food and some cat treats. And then, of course, tell me you're a cat lady without telling me you're a cat lady. I mean, they make these fancy treats for the cats, and I couldn't resist. I got it. Maybe I'll have to do a short later when Diesel samples it and see how he likes it. He likes all that gravy stuff. So I think they make these things more for the people than for the animals, to be honest. I've often wondered if it really makes any difference to the animals. Probably not. They just like the food and the attention. And then just another pantry item, some plain pasta to have on hand. Can always use that. And then of course my beverages, I like to have my Gatorades, my fruit punch and grape are two flavors that I enjoy. And then my good old kombucha and the pineapple peach. And then this Island Bliss I got. Island Bliss one looks a little chunky, but well, I guess that's the idea. Passion fruit puree, orange juice and guava juice, so it says right on there, puree. And this one, Trilogy. This one I don't believe I've had yet, so I'm looking forward to trying that one out. It looks like it has raspberry juice, lemon juice, and cold pressed ginger juice. So that one should be pretty good. And yeah, that's one more bag, I think. Yep, and then a bag of Tostitos. Mine's just about gone, and I do enjoy my chips and salsa. Well, here's what part of what made things so expensive today. I did get the 2 things of Gatorade, and that's always, you know, $16 to get the, so one's out in the car as usual, and then one will be here, and then 2 jugs of the water. And then I also picked up a clearance bag of sidewalk salt. It was on clearance for $3 for the Pet Safe stuff, so I just left that out in the garage. So I mean, $3, you can't, that's not bad if you got a garage that you can just toss it in the corner. And you know, I paid $12 for the exact same thing in the beginning of the season, but you know, when you got a storm coming, you want to make sure you're not caught without what you need. And the way our house is situated, it's on a slight slope, so we really need to have that salt on hand. And then a can of the stainless steel cleaner and polish to keep the appliances looking nice. The fridge is looking a little bit full of fingerprints, so it needs a little bit of TLC. So I do have the Barkeeper's Friend, but that works better for the sink and stuff. So this will be nice for just touching up the, haha, no pun intended, touching up the fridge, so that way all those paw prints, all those fingerprints won't be so visible. This Mucus Relief DM, this is $16.32, and this one was for Jay, for 28 extended release tablets. So, I mean, he needs this. And this was an expensive item, so yeah, I mean, $16.32, you get something like that. And this was $4 for me, just a gray tank top. I got a ribbed one last week, and this one is more of a smooth material. It's $1 more, but it's a size large fitted tank top, just something that's comfy to, you know, wear under a sweater or whatever, and around the house. And yeah, so that I think takes care of everything. It really doesn't seem like that much stuff, but at the same time it just adds up so very quickly at Walmart. But you know, just all things, you know, by the time you pick up cleaning supplies, household supplies, just things you get every week, you know, the perishables are the big ones, you know. Yeah, of course you're rebuying the same perishables every week, duh, they're perishables. So, all right, well, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I hope everyone's having a good one. We'll see you soon.